I wanted to speak about the therapeutic relationship. Some famous quotes is about the relationship itself is the therapy, or if the relationship with the therapist provides conditions, then change, healing, or integration is possible. I want to demystify from the context of complexity and developmental adversity as a client, what the relationship with the therapist look like, what I can't do, say, express, or feel in relationship with my therapist translates directly into therapeutic process as it's changing as a client, allows me more agency in the world. As client, I might come into therapy wanting to show a perfect side to myself, that I'm really careful about what I say, how I present myself with my therapist. In some other context, the therapeutic process becomes a place of testing. What happens if I am constantly canceling sessions? What happens if there is so much chaos and disorganization that I can never reach sessions on time? What happens if I don't pay for my sessions on time? To see what the therapist's response is going to be. Are they going to push me away as others in life have done? Or are they going to make a different choice? Unaware curiosity lies in these therapeutic processes. The question to ask as a client is, what aspects of myself do I show to my therapist, and what aspects am I feeling challenged to bring forth in therapy? Does my therapist even realize aspects that I don't bring forth? Someone that I was working with spoke about how they do not ever bring their playful, spontaneous side to therapy. And I got curious about this feeling, this will not be accepted by my therapist. And that was an interesting exploration for us. How does the strengths of playfulness, creativity, and spontaneity support the therapeutic process? And they're not going to dismantle the intensity of the work that we are doing together. The other thing that often comes up a lot is trust. And even though at the outset, sometimes clients say, I trust you, in the ways their body responds, trust is being withheld. And it's important to confirm that trust is not there yet. And perhaps the therapist has to work harder to gain the trust. And it's not the job of the client, it's really the job of the therapist to do something differently, so there is an opportunity to trust more. The other thing that often happens is idealization of the therapist. You are so good, you're so perfect. I am so imperfect. I have so many problems. This way in which the client is trying really hard to be seen, and this experience of feeling unseen happens. The exploration here is, how can the therapist show more of their imperfection? When they miss something, can they step in and take ownership of what just happened? As therapists, I think this relational work requires a deep commitment to process, to be able to take accountability, and to be able to express times when we miss the mark. And this is hard work, because as therapists, we come with our own insecurities and inadequacies, and how we are wanting to show up for clients, and fears of being too much this or too much that. This is part of the field in a way, and it's important for therapists to be aware of what they are bringing with them in each session with the client. I think there's beauty in the relational work in ways in which we can pause and say, how was that for you saying it to me? How did it feel? How did I respond? And sometimes clients are able to say, and I've heard that myself in sessions, when you did that eye movement or you rolled your eyebrows, and we might not even be aware that we might be doing that. I felt like you were judging me. And it's really good. I encourage my clients to express to me very clearly, not that I'm promising ever that I will not roll my eyebrows, but for them to know that they can express something that did not land for them, and to see how that experience of sharing something honestly was held in the therapeutic process. As the relational processes between the therapist and the client opens up and is able to take things and has multiple dimension, there is ability to experiment, to make mistakes, to show more of oneself, there is the possibility that this integration is also taken out into the world. Hopefully, the client can take some of that opening possibility, believes, unlimiting some of the ways in which they've held themselves back into the world, and that can be a useful way. This relational experience can have more light and support, and they can find more of themselves beyond the ways in which they have coped in life. As a client, you might start to pay attention to what aspects of yourselves are you withholding. And as therapists, I think it's important for us to name what we notice and how we are experiencing our clients in the therapeutic space. Thank you so much for watching along, and I hope you have subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.